Good morning, it's Enchantress. So I'm here talking about charms. So many of you ask, where do you get your charms? And I wanted to show you a few discoveries I made. Well, one, I was busy this week with my daughter's birthday, and yesterday we had breakfast at a very nice place. Lunch at a very nice place, and my mom made up these really cute goodie bags for everybody, and some of the things that were in the goodie bags were these little buttons. So it's if you notice, I have other buttons. They're actually bigger, and I don't like to go really big, but this one's a perfect size, and that could be our Saturn, since I don't yet have a marble that indicates Saturn. So that can be our Saturn. And I like this because it's got hearts on it, so it's like it can be Saturn in Libra, or it could be Saturn in the 7th house, that kind of thing. That means your work towards your love relationship is going good, kind of thing. So there's an addition there. And let's see what else I have in my goodie bag. Chocolate, Smarties, cute little notepad, a yo-yo, some lollipops. I guess that one was okay. And then my goddaughter, she got the little robot charm, and she's like, here, you can give this to them too. So it's like, this to me is, she said it's kind of like the Tin Man, where he gets his heart. So I feel like maybe this could be like, maybe they were robotic, or maybe not very emotional before, and now they're suddenly having emotions or something. So we can decide what these buttons mean. And then finally, a couple other things. I got a present for you guys. This you could buy at this place, and it's called a charm, and it's tiny, and it's like pretty heavy. It's not magnetic, but it has a weight to it, and it's really cute. And this is the Bluebird of Happiness, and it comes with a little rhyme. And just stay tuned to this channel, and you'll find out what the rhyme is. And there's a cute little card that comes with it that I forgot to pick up one, but my daughter has the rhyme. So anyway, if you watch the channel, then you'll find out what the rhyme is. But really, the Bluebird of Happiness is just like pure joy and happiness in your life. And so that one is going to be very sweet and rare and precious if it comes out for you. And there you go. And so one of my other discoveries that I made was, here's your cup of coffee. I was looking for a can opener, and I found this. So here's, when you guys are wondering, what can you do for charms? If you happen to have like a wine charm collection, then all these like different little charms from wine charms that you put around wine glasses. That's another thing that you can look up if you're looking for charms. So I have all of these. They're some of them are kind of corroded. I got to clean them up, but I wanted to show you in this form, like how you can find treasures out of the blue. And so there's this little basket that would be really cute with wine in it. That looks like a date, like a picnic. You got cornucopia, which I think is great. Leaves and little animals, zebra kind of animal. So yeah, I'm going to clean these up and put them in the charm. What's this one? Ooh, and this one is caviar. Isn't that cool? Like, I wouldn't have thought to put caviar in there. So caviar means kind of like fine dining to me, like somebody treating you special. And cheese, everybody likes cheese. And that could be related to mice and that kind of thing. And, so whenever I get a charm, I decide kind of what it's going to mean. And for the most part, it's a positive thing, you know, but definitely depending on which way you look at it, you can make it whatever meaning you want. So you've got another musical charm there. And you got acorns and this really cool pine cone. So yeah. So I put it in there because it's kind of dusty and needs to be cleaned. I wanted to show it to you, though, before I clean it and put it in the bowl. Now, if you want to take a closer look at some of these charms, I'll pour them out for you so we can have a look. Alright, so the thing about the charms is I got them from all over the place, you know, and some of you have been kind of on this journey, charm journey with me, and some of you may not be, you know, maybe some of you are new to this, to me, to the charm thing. So, like, one of the most recent ones is I got buttons, so that's another thing that you can find is buttons. So all of these are like Disney buttons. I'll show you all my Disney buttons. Aladdin. So I got the Beast, Beauty and the Beast buttons, the Mermaid button, the Genie button. The bad thing about this button is this one in particular, she loses her tail. That could be significant too in the meaning. Don't lose your tail. There's Aladdin, and here's my Jasmine and their magic carpet. There's Tinkerbell. There's Flounder. Here's that rose for the Beauty and the Beast that came with them. Let's see, did I get all the buttons? Yeah. And then something that you can add are, I mean, the buttons as close buttons, and then here are like button badges that you can add. So I have Y, I have MTV, I have my new Saturn, I have Bully Idol, I have Asia. People seem to like the buttons. I added recently my Go-Go's. C, the letter C. Here's New Bohemians. That's Edie Brickell was one of my favorites back in the day. Oops, Hard Rock Cafe. There's Spock, Mr. Spock, AC/DC, and Hollywood, Betty Boop. And the recent ad is the little robot, love robot. I don't know what that's going to mean. Alright, so let's see what else. Oh, yeah, and I have Bruce Springsteen. So, wait, I have one more button. And Saxon. And Kiss. Can't forget Kiss. So I have a lot of buttons. The thing about the button, you know, any of the charms, you can add and remove anything that you don't feel like, you know, if you get your collection really good, you might want to take away some things that you don't need. Oh, back to Disney. Here's Beauty and the Beast chandelier dancing under the chandelier. And so I think that's it for the buttons and the badges. Alright, and so next I'll look at the marbles. So I picked out some marbles here. Marbles are fun because when they roll around, you know, and depending on how flat your surface is or whatever. I'm doing this at, you know, I'm having kind of like breakfast in bed with you guys because this has been a birthday week, and so I've had guests over, so yeah, anyway. I'm doing this breakfast in bed style. Alright, so yeah, our marbles we have orange, which I made Jupiter, the good luck planet, green, which I signified Earth, so like 3D situations. Blue, I made Venus, so love situations. And other ones, yeah, this yellow, I made Mercury, so communication. And that's how I dubbed those. And then this one is not really a marble, it's just kind of flat-sided. So this one I call fire. Alright, and then what else would you like to look at? So I know sometimes you can add dice to the mix. This one is just a regular dice. Here's like a Yahtzee dice, I think. So game pieces, guys, game pieces. Let's see if I can find all the game pieces so you can see. You can dig into old games or buy new games. I think the thimble is part of it, is a Monopoly thing. We got the dog from the Monopoly. We've got, let's see what else. I like this. Whoa! See, that's the trouble of doing this on my bed. Oh, goodness. Maybe I can edit this out. Okay. Okay, so let's see. I don't know. Maybe you like the mishap. Let's keep trying to find some game pieces. See, sometimes your collection gets to be so much, you really do have to kind of remove some sometimes. So we have Battleship. I think that came in especially in a special Monopoly set. Some of these here, they're just like things that you can get in thrift shops even. And you see the iron. The iron, I think, is a Monopoly thing too. Where's my main one? So let's see. The whisk makes me laugh. The whisk and the eggs are actually dollhouse stuff. So that's another thing that you can get is dollhouse items. Top hat. Wonder now. Nope. The top hat I think came in like there was one that was called steampunk. Like so when you get different sets, sometimes they have themes to them. Or the bowler cap was part of that, the little steampunk group. I might have to take off my glasses. Oh, there's the shoe. That's definitely Monopoly. I love this one. This is a 3D one that my son made. From a 3D printer, he drew this donut. You can even, if you look really closely, you can see sprinkles on it. He drew the donut. Maybe someday I'll paint it. And then he printed it out, 3D printed it out. So this indicates 3D for me for sure. There we go. There's a Monopoly piece that I call the rider because it looks just like the Lenormand rider symbol. Also, this was a Monopoly piece with the money, the dollar and the money. So if you guys have been watching, a lot of you know that I added a bunch of these animals for the Chinese New Year. So here I have a couple of golden snakes. That was Chinese. Oh, I forgot about Sebastian. It was part of the Disney group that I got. And they were really good packages of Disney characters. Nice big packages, so I thought it was a good buy. Let's see if we can find any more. Any more game pieces. So we have, clue pieces too, like the rope. And where's that candlestick? Candlestick's one of my favorites. See the candlestick? And then there's the car. That's another Monopoly car. Let's see if I can find the wrench. We have the lead pipe. These are all the who did it and what room, whatever pieces, and they can totally mean whatever you want it to mean. That's up to you as the person divining, right? And so you can put pieces together like that in a basket and toss them and see what comes out for you, kind of thing. Let's see if I can find any more game pieces. What's the top hat? I had here's a can, and I think the can one was a game piece as well. Lots of game pieces. Which one am I looking for? Oh yeah, the big pipe wrench. Let's see if I can find that. That might be the last one. I like this one. This is like actually was on a necklace, and it has my little angels inside. There used to be 3, but now I only was able to find 2, but for the longest time, these 2 were lost too. So when you're digging in your old jewelry, there it is. When you're digging in your old jewelry, you find things that you can use. Here's the wrench that goes, that's the clue. And I see a wheelbarrow. I think that's also a Monopoly piece. I see that Frozen has a Monopoly game out, so I might just get the Frozen Monopoly so I can have your fun characters, because that's kind of one of the things I wanted, like more people-looking charms. I thought that would be fun. Anything else? Okay, so let's kind of move on to the next category. You guys fast forward, click off, do whatever you want. This is just for like pleasure to see what kind of charms I have and to see where to get them, right? So another great collection that you can get real easily, like on Amazon, are numbers. So here's number 1. I'll show you all my numbers. I have 10. So you can just get a bag full of numbers here. And I think these only went up to 40, or I didn't think they didn't go past maybe the 20s or 30s. Maybe they only went up to the days of the month. So I think that might that's why I use them that way, to indicate days of the month, like that's what I do. This is my timing, so maybe the 16th, I say maybe the 5th, the 16th, the 20th, that's where that comes in, 30th. I think 31st might be the largest one, honestly. I forgot to, that's 27, and there's 6, so yeah, 7. So another one that I like very much are the astrological signs. These are just the Western ones, which are great. So we have all of them. We have Aries. Here's another number. We have, and in the back, each one kind of gives the description of the sign. So charming Libra. So it's funny, we've got Aries and Libra. And the 14th, so hey, just by having these in my hand, maybe Valentine's Day, Libra and Aries are going to get together. That's my mom and dad's signs. Then we have Capricorn. We have, here's some more numbers. The 5th, the 6th, the 21st. Here's Leo. Who's going to get together with Leo? Let's see. That was the next sign that I saw. Cancer. Cancer and Leo. There's some more numbers. And number in the intuitive Pisces. Number on the 29th. So that's kind of fun, like tossing numbers and signs. I could do a pure just numbers and signs toss if you wanted, Also, another thing that a lot of people add, and I used to add to it, but it got to be too much, are Scrabble letters. So this one is kind of a fake Scrabble letter, so that's why I put this one in here. There's just one other, because it's not the wood, it's kind of, I don't know what material, cardboard. And here's another cardboard Scrabble letter, so I just put those two in there because they weren't the wooden ones. They were just like extras. But you can, here's another button that I like, the Jack Skellington button. I wish I could find some more cool buttons. But see how, see the back has little holes. That's where you sew it in on something. Okay, and let's see, keep looking for signs here. We've got more numbers here. We've got number 26. We've got Virgo and Taurus. We've got Aquarius. And we've got 12. Okay. And Scorpio. That's my sign. And 25. And 15. So now it's thinning out a bit, now that I got those big chunky ones. 22. And 19. And okay, so maybe somebody's going to get engaged or married on the 19th because the engagement ring stuck on my finger. So when this one comes out, I think of engagement, marriage, and commitment, and leveling up kind of your relationship situation. Let's see. Just another number. We got 31. See? So I think it's 31 is the highest. We got 11 here. And Sagittarius. It's so cool that Melanie's going to, whenever I see Sagittarius, I think of Melanie, she's Sag. And she's going to Stonehenge. I'm so excited. I feel like I'm going with her. Let's see. Okay, so that looks like pretty much the signs and numbers. So now I'm going to pick out all the little silver words. We got hope. Oh, here's another number. Hope on the 17th. We've got brave, blessed, and these are also ones that you can just get like in a bundle at any, like lots of stores sell these kinds of things in bundles. Lots of fabric stores, craft stores, and Amazon. Pretty cheap. Got brave, inspire, miracle. That's a nice one. Miracle again. Trust. It's great when they come out multiple times. You know, a certain word comes out many times. That means that's a real important message for you. You got love. Protected. Trust again. Some of them repeat, of course, but I think they're good that they repeat. Hope, because that's part of the reading. It's like repetition kind of signifies importance. Namaste. Forever. Dream. Protected. Family. Inspiration. Or inspire. Grace. Forever. Dream. Faith. Blessed. Alright, so you get the point with those, I guess. Same as the white ones. The white ones come in packages too, real easy. Got USA. These have some places, so that's good. You know, USA, idea, why, sing, true. Also, like at one time I added little letters, like little bead letters, but they were kind of annoying me, so I just took them out. Play. I might, you know, add back the Scrabble, but I kind of like playing with Scrabble separately. Sure. Week. When the week comes up, that gets me excited for you guys. Like, oh, something's happening in a week. And especially when Kiss comes out, too. And Italy. So there's another. I think the only ones in the white are Italy, as far as places. Italy, China, USA, and Hong Kong. Which, strange, but whatever. It's always good to have some kind of things that talk about nationalities, because, you know, you guys are from all over the place and do lots of traveling, too. And so, like, I look for more of those kinds of things, too. And lately, when the name one's been coming out, that's when I do Scrabble for you, because that way it's kind of like an extra treat. And it's almost like a message, like when name comes out, it's like, pay attention. There's a specific name that you have to, that's coming through to talk to you, kind of thing. Reach. Why? USA. Alright, so let's get on with our next subject. So one of the big ones is these saints that my sister gave me. And some of them okay, so St. Anthony, she gave me this amazing collection of saints, which I just adore. There's St. Lawrence, and there's St. Joseph. And these also can help with people's names, too. This is Guadalupe, I think, here. Our Lady of Guadalupe. And on the back, they say, pray for us. There's Archangel Gabriel. When that comes out, I think of just judgment and, Gabriel with his horn, like wake-up call. So certain ones speak to me a certain way. And some of them I just see as names, and some of them I let you decide what it means to you. Like St. George could be like, fighting the demons kind of thing. He stepped on the snake. There's which one is some of them most of them are hard to read. And then I have to get my magnifying glass out to look at it. But anyways, Mary Magdalene. And now I'm starting to recognize them by their positions. Yeah, the kneeling Mary Magdalene. And here we have, that says pray for us. And there's St. Cecilia. This one is not one my sister gave me. I feel it's a little more tinny. It's thinner. St. Dymphna, and I looked her up, and she's like patron saint of people with depression. So whenever this comes out, I think of people being protected against your sorrows and stuff like that. It's a sign that you can pray to them to make you feel better. St. Thomas. There's St. Christopher's. That's my school saint. Oh, there's Gemini. I missed out on so St. Christopher and Gemini. Maybe Gemini's going to be traveling. And then baby boys has been glaring at me. This is like a paperweight. So it's kind of, I don't know, like something to hold or weigh things down. It's a little bit heavier. Much like the bluebird is kind of a heavy thing. It's someplace you can hold it, squeeze it, put it on a desk, and it sits nicely, It'll sit nicely. So you can see it. Alright, so let's see what else. The only other, states I was able to find is, California and New York. I feel like I added Florida in here, but I haven't seen Florida. We got Grace. This one's a good one. Oh, that's, you can put money in here, so this is like a Mexican. I don't know if it's a peso. The last time I used a peso, it was different looking, but now but anyway, the symbols and stuff are really cool on here. A cute little soccer ball. I just couldn't resist any soccer moms out there. And then there's I got this weird package in the mail that had just kind of I don't know, cheapo stuff that I wasn't going to keep in here, but when this comes out, it's very handy. To me, this is like texting Yahoo, or chatting, kind of get in touch with somebody. And then Mickey Mouse ears kind of makes me think of some kind of Disney-related thing happening. It could be watching a movie, it could be anything, a song, whatever, one of the characters' stories has something to do with your story kind of thing. So a lot of the things that way I use these are sort of interactive, you decide what it means to you kind of thing. The lion came in that group too, and I was like, oh, it's a kind of cheap looking lion, but I like it because, it makes me think of Leo, and it makes me think of being brave and things like that. And the house came with it, and same thing, I was like, oh, cheapo plastic house, but this one's very handy because, this can talk about moving and, getting a new home, especially when these two come out, it makes me think of merging hums together. So that's really kind of fun. Here's another die. It's a smaller one. It's like, oh, this was backgammon dice. So, you know, different games. Maybe you just never play these games anymore. Pull them out and see what kind of stuff you can use, you know. And then there's all kinds of packages, and you can go to some really cool places. Like in Austin is where I got this really pretty bone elephant, you know. So there's some places that have actual really beautiful charms for jewels and not for jewels, you know, just, let's see, anything else. You know, I got a lot of keys, and I have just one lock. I have a lot of fairies. I only put a few in here, but I have a huge fairy charm collection. I like these mermaids. These are a couple of earrings that I had that, you know, the back is all hollowed out, but this side is so beautifully sculpted. And when I was going to actually make some kind of bracelet or necklace out of this, never got around to it. But when these two come out, it's kind of fun because it's like mirroring effect kind of thing. So I like it when multiple of the same thing come out. Of course, this one was, you know, this is like, I'm a mom, so I have like lots of kid jewelry, like, and when this one comes out though, it can be kids, but I call this my twin flame charm here. Yeah, so I have a few twin flame charms, so let's look at those, if we can find them. Let's see. Some more saints. There's Saint Teresa. Oh yeah, and Monopoly game. No, not Monopoly, Clue. Here's the knife. And Eiffel Tower. And I had 2 Eiffel Towers, but I don't put a lot. Sometimes, some things I don't want to put multiples of, you know, sometimes I just want to put one main one. This one's nice, that was from a necklace. And here I saw New York, there's New York. I like that camera. It has a nice 3D kind of lens to it. My favorite ones are the 3D ones. So let's see. Let me see if I can find that really cute little charm that my daughter relates to, because it's the little angels talking to each other, kind of whispering to each other, sitting like on a cloud. The paint, I think it, you know, resembles that painting of the 2 angels sitting on a cloud. Let me see if I can find that. There it is. And this was part of the fairy package that I had. So the package came with like, I don't know, 40 charms or something, and I put them on when you buy my my deck, I add a little fairy charm and a cherry charm. And this one's so cute because it has kind of like 3D back and a 3D front, you know, see, it's not flat. It's so cute. So yeah, that's one of my twin flame symbols. Also, so I got a bunch of different animals for Chinese New Year. Here's one that I got from the Austin store. It's also really nice, and it's St. Christopher, patron saint of travelers. Oh, I found my Florida. There's golden Florida there. And let's see. You can do like, this one hasn't come out yet, but this one is like a locket. You can put a locket. These are my babies. 2 of them. And, oh, here's another twin flame one. The 2 little twin hearts with the little, and twin flowers with the heart in the middle. That's what I call twin flames. And the yin yang symbol is another kind of like twin flame soulmate kind of thing. When that one comes out, let's see if I can find that one. And here's a couple of my other yin yang twin flame symbols. So the unicorn, when that comes out, this talks about the divine masculine to me, because it's so rare, you know. It's not the divine masculine is so rare, it's just kind of like the unicorn is rare, and the highly evolved man is just very special, and it's nice when they're in our lives. Then we have, there's the cherries, so if you like cherry. And here's an example of earrings that I turned into. So here's like matching dice with the money. I love this one because to me this is like good luck coming to you, taking a chance. And like this one, I love mom. There's another necklace charm that I like to use. Here's kind of a twin flame symbol also, the sun and the moon. I think that was also an earring that just sort of fell apart. Like a lot of, this is jewelry that fell apart, and I'm like, okay, I'll use it. I love this one. This is the taste in Chinese symbol. The microphone. I think that might be Monopoly. So there you go. It's just like a lot of different places you can find these things, and then it just all starts to add up, and it was really not very hard at all to let it add up, you know. It just kind of, this is another jewelry thing, like a pin. So what I did, like with my jewelry, I just started to, like if they were pins, I would just kind of take the back off. If they're earrings, I would like snap off, you know, the extra pieces. This is from a king cake. I was like, okay, I'll just put that baby in there. And this is from the Renaissance Festival, Sherwood Forest. The horniest man in the place was giving out ducks. So, so I just like all of these have fun little stories to them. You know, some of them do. I like that one. That one's like a one of a kind in here too. Here's another one that kind of is like twin flames or soulmates kind of thing. So it's fun when these come out, like the key to the two hearts. There's a lot of romantic ones in here. Anyway, you guys, I'm running out of time, so I hope you enjoyed that, you know, like things like this wine bottle would be like date night for me, or going out, that kind of thing. So yeah, like, oh, there's my yin yang, so that's another twin flame. So you guys, I got faith. So yep, that's it for me. Faith, trust, and pixie dust. That's my little pixie dust right there. Alright, you guys, I hope you like that. Bye.